Hey everybody, Johnny B. Good here. Okay, I think we're somewhere in Troy, Bowling Green, Missouri. We are currently traveling still on Interstate 70. We are on our way to Lansing, Michigan, which is about 533 miles from here. Once again, today is Tuesday, January 13, 2015. Local time now, it is 2:22 p.m. The temperature is still at 27 degrees. So far, so good. Man, this beautiful weather here is just absolutely gorgeous. That's why I wasn't too heartbroken about taking the 34-hour reset. With all that bad weather they had over there in Michigan, I was glad to take that 34-hour reset, right? Isn't that the truth? The only thing you can do about the weather is wait it out. That's all you can do. You just wait it out. By the way, a special shout out to Mr. Eric Smith. Hey Eric, been a while. Man, they must have keeping you busy towing over there in Kentucky. With all that ice and all that stuff, man, it must keep you guys on overtime. By the way, Eric, man, I wish you could show up and, you know, come to my house on May 30th. I would love to have you over there, man. City limit, Lake St. Louis. There you go. So what else is going on around the JBG travel community around the world? Anybody out there got any good news they want to share? Once again, I have taken down my Facebook account. I don't see how I would be bringing it back up again. So. And if you guys really want to get a hold of me, the easiest way to get a hold of me is through Skype. That is whenever it's available. Either I'm not doing anything or Sprint is available. Skype is one of the best and quickest way to get a hold of me and just whatever, blah blah blah, you know, share life, celebrate life, and just talk, you know. Skype is Hampas Lupa 6. That is my Skype account, Hampas Lupa 6. It's HAMPAS LUPA 6, I think, right? Oh boy. Anybody out there volunteering to send me a buzzer or a bell? Yeah. How about a little bell? You know, like the kind of bell that you go to what is that? Arby's? You know, the bell that says ring the bell if we get, you know, rendered a really good service. Well, let's put a little bell here every time Johnny B. Good Brain strikes. Doing. Oh boy. And if anybody out there want to send a buzzer or bell, you can send it to JBG Travels, P.O. Box 1193, Sheboygan, Wisconsin 53082, United States of America. And if while you're at it, my wife has requested that she would like to go kayaking this summer, and she said she needs a kayak that has got a built-in microwave in it and a little TV. That way she can go and enjoy herself this summer. So anybody out there got a kayak with a built-in microwave? Yeah. P.O. Box 1193, Sheboygan, Wisconsin 53082. Boy, there's a lot of police out here today. Like an accident on the westbound side. God is for you. You know, on my last video I said that God's salvation is through mercy, not by works. I mean, if you think about it, man, if salvation was by works, I mean, man, a lot of us would be in trouble, you know, right? Most of us are just ordinary Joes. See, the beauty about mercy is it includes everybody, right? It includes everybody, but if salvation was by works or something that you could pay for or work for, then that would exclude a lot of people. Doesn't that make sense? And you know, the notion about here's my problem with reincarnation. Now, I'm not totally familiar with reincarnation, but supposedly is, well, if you didn't make it, you are reincarnated to somebody else until you get it right, you know, because you made mistakes in this life and you didn't make it, so they keep you, you know, the idea is to put you back over and over and over until you get it right. Well, isn't the essence of making a mistake is to learn from your mistake? How can you learn from a mistake if you have no memory of your past life? It seems like a very, very cruel belief system. Reincarnation. I don't know, man. Just I just thought that the way, I mean, in order for me to learn from, you know, my mistake, I better have a memory of that mistake. That way I won't do it over again. I don't know about you, but I like the idea of we're born sinners, we're forgiven through mercy by grace, lest anyone can boast. You die, you go to heaven. What's wrong with that idea? Supposed to what? You have to come back on earth to be born in whatever insect or animal or over and over and over again. I don't know. And as far as a God system, I'd rather like the idea of my own, you know, my God came to earth, became a man, died for my sins because, well, every sin has to be paid for. Every crime has to be punished. Did you know that no crime, no sin ever goes unpunished? Did you know that? You see, think about this. God is like a holy, perfect judge. He cannot be bought, he cannot be bribed, and every crime has to be punished, has to be paid, has to be appeased. Because God is a perfect judge, a righteous judge. And for him to let a crime get away with it is a crime in itself, right? Now here's the beauty of that. Every crime that we ever committed against God, otherwise known as sin, every sin that we ever committed has to be paid for. No matter what, even just a single thought, single deed or whatever small it is, that sin has to be paid for. And the beauty is Jesus Christ paid it all. He paid it all, man. That way we don't have to pay it. I've said this before and I'll say it again. There are two kinds of sin. One is judicial sin. The second, parental sin. What that means is every single one of us have ever sinned has been excluded and expelled out of heavens. But once we are forgiven, once we have been saved, we are forgiven forever. That judicial sin does not apply anymore. But here's the thing, here's the beauty of it. Once you become an adopted child of God, you become an adopted child of God. There's nothing that can separate you from the love of God. Nothing. No war, not hunger, no famine, no evil, nothing. Not even you can separate you from God once you're saved. But here's the thing. When we become Christians, we become saved, we can still sin against God. Then that's called parental sin. Now, how many of you out there say, think about it this, how many of you out there that your children has ever broke your heart? Does that make them not your children anymore? Of course not, right? They are still your children no matter what. They are their children no matter how big their offenses against you. But whenever our children offend us, it's just a matter of that relationship becomes broken, right? And that's just basically it. When you become a child of God, your relationship becomes a little bit hindered. And your communion with God becomes broken. So we constantly ask God for forgiveness every day, because every day we sin. Just because you're a Christian, that doesn't make you impervious to sin. And the ultimate goal of a Christian is to please God, to give Him glory, to honor Him, to worship Him, to give Him reverence. And for Pete's sake, don't call Him the man upstairs. I mean, that is just really, really disrespectful. And the God of the universe, you call Him the man upstairs, really? We treat dirty politicians a lot better than that. Surely we can reverence Him a lot better than that. was tempted to say that this is Illinois, but it's not. Illinois doesn't come till later. What river is this? What river? What river? It didn't say. Could be the Mississippi River. Hey, Blue, we gotta get over. Come on, Blue, we gotta get over. They don't see the turn signal. They really don't. Why can't they see the right turn signal? Hey, let me turn this camera off a little bit. I'll be right back. Peace.